There's a lot of role that the people around you have played. Like this person heard you talk about this, they linked you up with this. Another person heard you talk about this, they linked you up with this. Like, is there really something you can tell about having a good circle? Like, did you, just having a good circle around you to motivate you? Is there anything you can say about that from your own
Okay,
experiences?
so yeah. So I would say, firstly, it's important to say the right things to the right people, right?
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
Because if you might have this amazing set of people around you, but if you do not maximize on the fact that people know people that you don't know, right? And the fact that whatever you tell them, like you talking to one person might mean that person meeting other people that are not within your circle. So yes, it's firstly very important for you to identify that thing that drives you, that thing that excites you, and then do not be quiet about it. Yeah, do not just sit and you wonder, but how? But how?
But how
The
exactly?
little yeah. I mean, wondering won't take you anywhere unless you act. And acting must not necessarily mean that you getting directly into the field and then trying to. Firstly, it begins with the people around you. They have to buy that vision. You have to be able to convince them why, right?
Exactly.
You have to make them understand the why, and then that way, if, for example, if I know that there is Lily who talks about space, even if I don't know what exactly about space that she loves, and I come across someone who tells me that they they work in the space industry, obviously the first person I'll think of is Lily. I'll be
Exactly.
like, oh, I know Lily who talks about space so much. I think she'll be glad to meet you, you see. But if I stay quiet about it, if I was telling the wrong people, by the wrong people, it's like if I was telling my siblings, right?
Yeah.
Like telling my brother, one day I'll be a space systems engineer. Do not joke with me. You see, you know when you want to oppress them, and yeah, you talk talking about the different things that excite them. So it's like, I love robotics. This one is on AI, IoT, and then you're like, yeah, I love space. Yeah, so I think the most important thing is not be quiet about what you love, and make sure you talk to the right people. You might not always know who is the right person, but yes, when you're not when you're not silent about it, you definitely follow the right people.
And talking about talking to the right people, I think there's a lot of avenue right now for us to talk about the things we are passionate about. You look at social media, you look at Twitter, you look at Instagram, just tweeting about the things that you're inspired by can actually open a lot of doors for you, because somebody falls onto your profile and it's like, this guy is actually very much interested in space. This guy is interested so much in software engineering. How far is he in his career? He checks your profile and he links you up. Like I, for one, for example, I've gotten opportunities because of the things I write about. I write a lot about programming and all of those things. And people come to you and they're like, okay, Collins, I've seen this thing that you have written. How can we do this together? How can we do that together? And really, I think the best profile is what you talk about yourself, both physically and on the social media platforms. Um, Talking about yeah, go on.
No, sorry. I just wanted to highlight on what you said. It's also important to know that in my journey, social media, the internet has helped me a lot.
Yeah.
Because most of the people like the space network that I have right now, I met most of them on LinkedIn or Twitter. And I do not meet them by they falling on my profile and like, oh, there's Lily from Cameroon who wants to be a space systems engineer. No, when I started with this drive, right, to chase this childhood dream, I went on LinkedIn. I think the very first things that I did was search aerospace engineers from Cameroon.
Yeah.
Space systems engineers from Cameroon. Like I had to know who from my country is doing this.
Doing that. Exactly.
So that I know exactly if it will be easy for me to get a mentor. So the aim was, okay, I'll reach out to them. When I see their name, I'll reach out to them and then I'll talk to them. I would like to do this. And so it was not mostly by people falling on, things, because I don't really write a lot. I think I should consider talking
writing
more online.
Yeah.
Because I think I more offline and on my WhatsApp status. Maybe I should explore. Maybe I should explore Twitter and LinkedIn more.
Exactly.
But yeah, I mostly did send connect requests to people that are working in this field or people who are studying the things that I want to study. Exactly. And then when they accept, I would send them a very long message. Hi, I'm this person from this place. I want to do this thing. I would like this from you. And it was great. It was great. That way, you create awareness of yourself. Like exactly. People get to know that, okay, this person exists, right? And it was easier because when I finally attended the biggest space gathering that happens every year at ISC in Dubai in October, I met most of the people that I connected with, and it was easier for us to continue with the conversation. It's unlike exactly. Meetings. Yes, you don't even know where to begin. Like, who is this person? I don't even know what this person does. But within Africa, I can tell you that I know at least 3/4 of the young people who are working in the space sector or who are promoting space in their countries. Yeah. And I did not do this. I did not get to know them by sitting down and like saying, okay, maybe I'll one day work in this industry and I'll know these people. I actually went out there, search to know more about what's happening within the continent, right? Yeah. And then making sure I create this network of people that I can learn from. This network of people who can promote me, who can support me in the things that I want to do. Yeah.
And talking about,
I just wanted to talk about.
And talking about the internet, as you've just mentioned, like you see, you talked about writing a very long message when you go to connect to somebody. And that's one thing that most of us use to neglect a lot. You want to connect to somebody and your first message is maybe a hi, a good morning. These people are actually, most of the people you want to connect with are literally very, very busy people. They want to know how they can help you and how you can help them in whatever thing that you're doing. So drafting out a message that details all of these things straight to the point, because they don't have time for chit chats per se. They just have time for things that actually will pique their interest. Like, okay, this is who you are. This is what I think I can gain from you. And this is what I think I can offer to you. That in summary can actually a lot help you get in contact with so many people. Many people get, somebody actually asked me the other time, like, I'm trying to get connected to people, to friends online on LinkedIn. And it seems as if they are ghosting me or they are ignoring me. And I'm like, the first thing is, how do you actually message them? And they're like, I send a hi, good morning. I'm waiting for a reply. And they never get a reply. I'm like, what? I, for one, I won't even reply you, like, because I know.
I mean, people don't have. You go straight to the point.
You go straight to the point. And if they are interested, they will get back. And most of the times, when you go straight to the point, people are actually very, very interested in getting back to you.